Howard Manning, co-counsel for plaintiffs as well.
Will you administer the oath, please?
Jackson, would you raise your right hand, please? You swear that the testimony you're about to give in the matter now under consideration shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Mr. Jackson, what is your occupation?
Entertainer, dancer, singer, songwriter.
How long have you been an entertainer?
Since the age of 5.
Without going into too much detail, could you tell me how you started as an entertainer?
Well, singing around the house, dancing, making noises, sounds, making my own rhythms, making my own music, singing, that type of thing.
Do you remember about how old you were when you started performing professionally?
Oh, maybe 10 years old.
What was the name of the group that you performed with when you first started?
Jackson 5.
Now, who was in the Jackson 5?
Marlon, Tito, Jackie, Jermaine, Randy. Yeah, that's it.
At some point, did you become a solo performer?
Yes.
Do you remember about when that was?
Well, I did solo work before. Songs like Ben, Got to Be There, Rockin' Robin, I Want to Be Where You Are. All these are solo songs while still with the Jackson 5, not meaning I've left the group.
Now, you said one of your professions is a songwriter. When did you start writing songs?
I started writing songs, as young as, let's say, 8 years old, 8 or 9.
Have you had songs that you've written recorded?
Some, yes.
About how many songs that you've written have been released?
Oh boy, I've never counted. Probably over 30, 40.
And again, without going into too much detail, have you ever won any awards?
Lots of awards.
Could you give me some of them?
Well, there's Grammy Awards, there's American Music Awards, there's NAACP Awards, Black Caucus Awards. There's all kinds of awards in my field. Excuse me, I know that kills the microphone man.
The case that you haven't been feeling well the last few days?
Yes, it's very true.
You had some oral surgery?
Yes.
If at any time you're not feeling well or you're uncomfortable, would you let me know and we'll take a break?
I sure will.
Thanks. What was the first song that was released that you wrote, if you recall?
A song called Blues Away on one of the Jacksons' albums.
Do you remember which one it was?
I think the album was called either Going Places or Destiny. I'm not sure.
A solo artist.
Yes.
Can you name them for me, please?
Ben, Got to Be There, Music and Me, there are a couple of others on Motown. I can't think of them right now. Then there's Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous.
Can you recall when the album Off the Wall came out?
70-something, if I'm not positive.
Let's see if I can refresh your recollection. I hope this is a little easier to read. If not, we'll move on again.
'79.
Do you recognize the document that I'm showing you?
Yes.
What is that?
The cover of Off the Wall.
Did you write any of the songs that were included on the album Off the Wall?
Yes.
Which ones?
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And Working Day and Night. And I co-wrote one with another musician called Get on the Floor.
Who is that other musician?
Whose name is, oh boy, I can't think of his name right now.
Well, that's okay. Did the group The Jacksons also do an album called Triumph?
Triumph, yes.
Do you recall when that was?
No.
Let me take a look at this document and see if it... It's okay. See if the document that I'm showing you refreshes your recollection. What is the document that I'm showing you?
The Jacksons, says Triumph, 1980.
Is that, what is it? Is that the cassette cover?
It's a cassette cover.
Mr. Jackson, did you write any of the songs that appeared on the Triumph album?
Yes.
Which ones?
I co-wrote Can You Feel It with my brothers. That's What You Get for Being Polite with my brother. All Night with my brother. Jack Steele, I think it's called, my brother. I think there are a couple of others. I just can't think of the names right now.
I'd like to turn, Mr. Jackson, to generally how you write songs. Can you tell me what process you go through when you're writing a song, if there is a general process?
Well, the process I go through is songs kind of just come. They create themselves. Like I've said before, I'm just the source through which they come. And it's a beautiful thing. It's very spiritual. It's like standing under a tree and letting a leaf fall and trying to catch it. It's that beautiful. And what I do is it comes into my head. I could be walking along, on a road, or I could be sitting on a bench at Disneyland or something, eating peanuts, and there it is, it's in my head. Or I could be in the shower, or I can wake up, like when I wrote We Are the World, and there the song is. It's right in my head, the entire composition, That's how it happens.
Once you have the song in your head, what do you do next to get the song?
I go to a tape recorder and I put the sounds down orally with my mouth, making sounds of how I want the bass or the strings or the drums or each part to go, the way I hear it. Because the key is to get exactly what you're hearing in your head on that tape.
You realize that one of the songs at issue in this lawsuit is a song called The Girl Is Mine? You aware of that?
Yes.
Who wrote The Girl Is Mine?
I wrote The Girl Is Mine.
What album did The Girl Is Mine appear on?
Sorry. That's the, sorry. The Thriller album.
Was it also released as a single?
Yes, the first single off of Thriller.
The lyric, what's The Girl Is Mine about?
It's very simple. It's two guys kind of quarreling over the same girl, which happens. Saying, no, she's mine, no, she's mine. She loves me, okay? That type of thing. She always looks at me, that type of thing. And they're just quarreling over the same girl. So that's what it's about.
How'd you get the idea for that, what you've just described?
It just came. It just came. Quincy said to me, write a song that you and Paul McCartney can sing together. So, I guess I went to sleep, and when I woke up the next day, there it was, and I ran to the tape recorder, and I started to put down what I heard in my head.
You mentioned Quincy. Who's Quincy?
Quincy Jones is a producer, songwriter. He's a really great guy. He's wonderful. I love him.
Have you worked with him before? Yes. When did you first work with Quincy Jones?
I first, I'm not positive. I think I was 9 years old. Yeah, I was 9 years old. I met him with Sammy Davis Jr. I think it was at Sammy's house. And that's when I first set eyes on him. And I never knew that we would end up working together professionally. And then we did The Wiz, which was in New York City. And then after The Wiz, we did an album called Off the Wall.
The Wiz was a motion picture?
Yes, Universal.
Now, at some point, you made a tape recording of The Girl Is Mine, a work tape?
Yes.
I'd like to play for you a document that's previously been marked as Exhibit 489, and what I'll do is give this to the reporter after we're done so that he can hold in his custody. And I'll just play a little bit of it at first, Mr. Jackson, and ask you to tell me whether you recognize Exhibit 489. My question is, I'm going to play Exhibit 489, and again, Mr. Jackson, ask you whether you recognize it. I'll just play a portion of it. I'm going to stop the Exhibit 489 for a moment and ask you, Mr. Jackson, whether you recognize that.
Yes, that's me writing the parts to The Girl Is Mine, creating it. Sorry.
What were the circumstances under which you started making Exhibit 489?
Well, just a tape recorder there and making sounds like...
Objection. Are we going to have is
right in my
objection?
dreams, since I met her
Objection.
from the
I have an
start.
objection. I have an objection.
Well, that's how I did it.
How did you how did you come to? You may have told me already, but I don't think you did. How did you come to get the song, the music on Exhibit 489 in mind?
Like I've said before, songs create themselves. It just come out of me. You know, it just come from inside out. And I think I'm just the source through which it comes. And you asked me how I created, and I started to perform to give you an example of how it's done, of how I create songs. And when I create my music, I make these sounds. I wrote a song called Who Is
Objection.
It?
Do you recall where you were when The Girl Is Mine, the song The Girl Is Mine came to you, Mr. Jackson?
I think I was at the Encino house or a condominium, because we were rebuilding the Encino house and staying in a smaller place.
Let me play for you some more of Exhibit 489. I'm going to stop it at some point and ask some more questions.
Doggone girl is mine. Yeah, that's The Girl Is Mine.
Objection.
Doggone girl is mine.
Is there
Mr.
a question
Jackson,
before the...
Will you show us what you were doing on that tape?
Yeah. Every night she walks right in my dreams, since I met her from the start. I'm so proud I am the only one who is special in her heart. The girl is mine. the doggone girl is mine. Don't waste your time, because the doggone girl is mine.
When you were making some sounds with your mouth, what was the purpose of that?
The sounds are the rhythms that I make. I wrote a song on the Dangerous album called Who Is It? And what I do is I go to a tape recorder and I put down the sounds the way I'm hearing it in my head. And I'm hearing the bass, I'm hearing the percussion, I'm hearing the drums. And the Who Is It? Like, it goes, bum, that's how
Motion
it's
to
done.
strike.
So what I
Move to
do is
strike.
I go to a tape recorder and I just put exactly what I'm hearing in my head down on tape, and that's how I pretty much do it.
Would you briefly show us how you made the rhythm sounds on The Girl Is Mine tape?
Sure. Like that.
I'd like to play.
Girl is mine. Sorry, my voice. I'm really hoarse. At a concert last night. My throat is
Objection,
really
move to
bad.
strike.
No, I've stopped the tape. You were singing some lyrics and not others, is that right?
Pardon?
You were singing some lyrics but not others.
Yes.
Why was that?
Because certain words come into your head at a certain time that are fitting for the melody. Certain words come with the melody at the same time that it's created. You know, heal the world. I mean, I didn't think about it. It just came. Make it a better place. So it came with the melody. Heal the world. And I thought about it. Wow, that's nice. Heal the world. Let's heal our planet.
Let me play some more of Exhibit 489.
The girl is mine. The girl is mine.
I'll stop there. You were making some noise where you just laughed. What were you doing there on The Girl Is Mine?
I was imitating a Moog bass where you play the bass on a keyboard, but you have this little, it's like a stick where you can go, like noises like that. Do 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 do, like that.
Thank you. You're singing some high notes there.
Yeah.
Jack.
What were you singing at that point, just before I stopped the tape?
I'm singing what I hear over the chorus, like a string part. Da 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 da. The girl is mine.
The girl is mine. See how she's hanging high low for me. She know what she's done. She knows that is what to do.
You just sang. Did you just hear some words on the tape?
Yeah, that part of the song I never used
Why not?
because it went in another direction, and I can tell by listening to that where it's gonna go. It's probably gonna go da 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 da, because it's most likely to go in that direction. I haven't heard this since then.
I know that I can be.
There it is.
She's about the side of me. She just I her so sweet.
Objection, there's no question before the witness.
I heard these so long.
She knows she mine. The girl is mine.
The girl is mine.
Okay,
The girl is mine. Don't she's mine. La la la.
were you singing just before I stopped the tape?
Counter lines, musical counter lines that can go against the main part. It could be a keyboard, it could be a flute, it could be a string part. It's like a tapestry of sound, which is what the law of music is.
Continue playing exhibit 489.
On the piano, it's like this. Do-da. It starts off do-da.
What were you doing right there? What was
It's
that?
creating another part that I heard, which I did do on the demo, which I played myself.
Well, was there a particular musical instrument that you were
It's a piano. It's accenting. Like that.
Okay, I'm just going to play some more of exhibit 489, Mr. Jackson. Why don't you wait for my question?
Okay.
What did you say right there?
Strings.
And what did that mean?
It's the part that would go over a verse, like a second verse, which would climax the song, which would build it.
Were you imitating a particular instrument when you made that sound?
Yes.
What?
Strings. I haven't said it. I go strings.
Those are strings.
Stop. I'm going to play more of exhibit 489. Yeah, I'm playing more of exhibit 489.
Piano.
What did you just say on the tape?
I'm not positive. I think it said piano or something. What I'm doing now after
Let me
creating...
ask you, what are you doing now on the tape?
Okay. After creating the melody, I'm now creating the different sounds that I want to go with the melody. What each instrument should do to create the song.
Play more of exhibit 489.
Guitar.
What were you doing there?
Creating a French horn part, which I never used. Da 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 da.
Thank you.
That could be soft horn.
What did you just say
I
there?
just said that could be soft horns.
Continue with exhibit 489.
I can tell the way she in her head, but she knows goodly fine. And she talks to me safe in her bed, and I know she ought to mind. The girl is mine. Do 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 do. The girl is mine. And don't write this song. Don't write anything. Let the song create itself.
That's my law.
Let me back the tape up slightly. And I do want to.
That's what I've been saying.
And don't write this song. The girl is mine. And don't write this song. Don't write anything. Let the song create itself. Let the strings tell you what to do, where they should come. Let the piano tell you what chords to hit. What are the fills? Let the bass tell you what it should be doing. Everything. Let it create itself. Let it form. Let it do what it wants to do. Don't force upon the song. Let the song force upon you. Let it tell you where to go.
Okay, what did you mean by what you said on the tape?
What I meant was, a song creates itself. I'm just the source through which it comes. It all creates itself. When a song comes to me, I'm hearing the strings, I'm hearing the bass, I'm hearing the drums, I'm hearing everything comes as a package. It's like catching a leaf that falls from a tree. It's the most spiritual, beautiful thing that can ever happen. And sometimes I just get on my knees and I pray to God out of thankfulness that it happened, that it came to me. And that's what I'm saying. Let it create itself, because it's trying to create itself.
I'll continue with Exhibit 489.
Punchline, that piano feel that goes do 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 do. That's harmony with that voice harmony, which do 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 do.
What'd you say right there?
Some type of harmony part. Oh, the girl is mine. Do 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 do. What I'm trying to do is, what I'm hearing in my head is some type of counter line to build the chorus. Because in songwriting, you should go from the verse to the chorus. And when the chorus comes, it should be like a flower blossoming in your face. So to build that and to make that happen, you have to add in other sounds to make it refreshing and wonderful. So that's all that is.
What's the bridge of a song?
I love you more than he.
Objection.
I was asking you a more general question. What is a bridge?
What is a bridge?
Yes.
A bridge, what a bridge is to take you from A to B. It is to take you from the verse to another part. It is escapism from hearing the same mundane, trivial, ordinary thing that you've been hearing all the time. Because the ear gets tired of hearing the same sounds. So what a bridge does, it takes you away from all of that. Then when it finally comes back to what you were doing before, it's stronger. It's much stronger.
Does the girl... I'm sorry. Finish your...
It has a much stronger effect.
Does the song "The Girl Is Mine" have a bridge?
Yes, it does.
Could you sing that for us?
It goes, I love you more than he, take you anywhere. And I go, but I love you endlessly, loving we will share. So come and go with me to the town. But we both cannot have her, so it's one or the other. And one day we'll discover that she's my girl forever. Don't build your hopes to be let down, 'cause I really feel it's time that she tell you I'm the one for her. That type of thing.
Let me continue, Mr. Jackson, with Exhibit 489, and I will ask you a question at some point.
Girl in mine. Here's another bridge part. For instance. Take her anywhere. She I don't really care. I know that I do. She can go with me, take me anywhere. I feel she will see the girl. She can go with me. She can go with me, take her anywhere. Don't I would sure to be if to really care. She can go with me out of the town. Why? It's a slight change. She can go with me. Da, da. She can go da da da. Yeah, that's it. She can go with me. Da 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 on the down. She can feel with the breath you eat. I hope to say hello to her.
The segment that I just played, what were you doing there?
Creating, or discovering, I should say. Because I try not to invent. I try to discover what's there. And I'm discovering where the song wants to go. And it's the bridge. It's the bridge of the song. And it's these changes that it reminds me of a song I just wrote recently called Stranger in Moscow in Russia. And I went through the same thing, trying to dictate into a microphone what you're hearing in your head. It's very difficult sometimes because you can't, you only have one voice, but you're hearing full chords. So it's a very difficult thing to do, but you just do your best.
What's a chord, Mr. Jackson?
What's a chord?
Yeah, in music.
A chord is harmony. It's sound that's pleasant, something that can be pleasant to the ear. Music.
Let me just state for the record, I'm playing Exhibit 489, and at some point I will ask you a question about it, Mr. Jackson.
Just to see it's in mine, the girl is mine. Do 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 do. The girl is mine. Do 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 do. The girl is mine. Do 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 do. The doggone girl is mine. Do 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 do. Now the chorus of the bridge is down, 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 down.
What did you just say there?
I'm saying the chords to the bridge. I'm now just bringing out what I think the chords, just defining into my head what the chords should do to accompany the melody. So, which is very important.
I'll play some more from Exhibit 489.
Down, 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 down,